Good morning. I'm a few minutes early, so I'll just tune in and we'll sort of wait for a few minutes for everyone. So let's see once we can get this going. Here we go. I can see myself. Let's turn the volume down on that. Here we go. We're a little bit early, so I'll just wait here and see if someone can find us. Let's see, we swipe left, there we go. We'll see who's going to tune in first today. I'm not sure why I decided to go a few minutes early. The last time I did this, my phone froze and I had to reboot it, so I wanted to give myself enough time. But I am a few minutes ahead of time, scheduled time, so we'll see. Let's see what's here. Oh, there's Linda. Linda, I'm on Linda Wilmuth. Good for you, Linda. Now I can see. That's always great. When the first person gets on, that helps others find it. So keep commenting, Linda. Send thumbs up or something that helps others. So good to see you on here. Yes, it's my sister Carla's birthday today. So June 8th. She's one of our team member. She's in Wisconsin. So thank you, Linda, for saying that. Yes, we wish Carla a happy birthday. So there's a thumbs up. So keep looking, girls. Keep trying to find us. And June 8th, 2021. Oh my goodness, summertime is here. It is plenty warm all over the country, I think. So we've gone from, we really don't have much of a spring in Montana, but it is full-blown summer now in the 80s. So today's a little overcast so far, but it's supposed to be really nice. So my mama duck is still here, but I think the babies are going to be hatched any day now. She never leaves the nest. Even yesterday we were having the driveway resealed. We do that every 2 or 3 years. I put a coating on it and they were really noisy and she stayed right there. Stayed right on her nest, and I told the men, and they were careful. And oh, hi, Martina. Thank you for telling Carla that. Hopefully, in a minute, Carla will be on here too. So, I had a wonderful week last week in Wisconsin. I sure enjoyed being with my whole family. I enjoyed seeing a lot of relatives at the funeral too. So, Carla did a super job, and with Pete's 3 daughters, and it was really a very nice funeral. Carla did well herself, and that was a blessing. So I thank everyone for prayers, because we know it was a struggle getting there. It was such an unexpected thing. But, oh, there's Lisa. Lisa, how are you doing, girl? You're over in Walla Walla. She's visiting her daughter in Washington in Walla Walla. So you're on the same time zone as Martina. So I always love how these girls on the West Coast join in first. Good to see you, Lisa. Glad you could join us today. So I'm going to show you a few of our swap cards while, oh, you're having so much fun. I'm so glad about that, Lisa. That's terrific. What kind of things are you doing? Are you doing some shopping? Hey, Carla, good morning to you and happy birthday to you. So lots of people have been wishing you happy birthday. I know it's been busy on Facebook and here in our group. Everyone's been wishing you a happy birthday. So I know you're going to babysit this afternoon, your 3 little children, grandchildren. So you'll be a busy grandma today for your birthday. So are you doing anything special tonight with Scott and Courtney and the grandkids? Or are you going someplace with friends? Anyway, good morning to you. And here are the swaps. There were 9 of us. This one is Martina. Martina did this one. I'd say every swap has just been spectacular. This one is by Levon. Oh, good morning, Carolyn Williams. Oh, you're in Belgrade visiting. You're so glad to see you on here, Carolyn. You're spending a couple of weeks here in Montana so that you can get out of the heat of Georgia, I think, right? Well, I'd love to see you, Carolyn. And this is Levon's card. Isn't it neat? Levon really isn't a member of our team. She's my side sister, but we always invite her to swap because she likes to swap, and we do too. And this one is Jan Kaufman's, and look, she used the scallop die. Keep commenting, girls. Thumbs up and things like that. That helps others. That helps Facebook realize that we have a few people on. Anyway, isn't this pretty with that hand-penned paper? And she's cut it with the scallop die. I can't remember which one that's part of. Contours and Color, I think. And she did the envelope too. We didn't really need to do envelopes, but she did, which was very nice. This one is Lisa Holmes. Lisa did the macrame hanger die cut with the what do they call this, lattice behind it. It's really a pretty card. Let's see what she put on the inside. And then she stamped a greeting on the inside too. And this one is Carla's, the Simply Succulent. Oh, I think these colors are so beautiful. There's the soft succulent and then the freesia. These look like what she's colored them with the blends. Hey, Jeannie Williams down in Ennis, Montana. You're home from Mayo Clinic, I guess. And I hope you're feeling really well. Anyway, this is the one by Carla. It's just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful swap. I think everyone, Jan Heinz Peter is a new member of our team, and this is what she did. I was so thrilled to have Jan join us because she did a super job. Really nice. This beautiful one is embossed by Nancy Lund, and she used that elegant tag up here and down here, and oh my goodness, it's just sort of a cool card. On the inside she wrote celebrate, and but she embossed this. You can see that. You can see the shine of that. What a cool card. And then the last one is Rachel Roberts. Looks like this, and this is the embossed, that specialty paper, and then she embossed the congratulations. It looks like in silver. It opens like this, and it's almost like a little bit like a Dutch door, but with a V. Anyway, and she embossed on the inside. And this one, it's like a wedding card. The love stories last for, could be an anniversary card, but it's a beautiful card. And that was Rachel's first time for swapping, and she was very nervous, and she did a super job on those. So they were really spectacular, and I'm going to put those up. And my room in the other room is getting very crowded with all kinds of things, cards and swaps that I've been in and these. So it'll be really cool to see all those. This Friday night, I'm having a sips and kits. So I'll have wine and red and white wine, and then everyone brings a kit or buys a kit. I have lots of kits for sale, including some of the new ones that are like $12. The paper pumpkins are $22, and then there's these new kits that are like $12, $12 or $15. Anyway, so that's on Friday night from 5:30 to 9. My hair is a little long because I was supposed to have a hair appointment last week when I went to Wisconsin, but I'm getting it cut this week. Anyway, so that's Friday night, and then Saturday I have it's a kit class to pick up, and it is a plant. All the plants. And let me tell you what, it's one of the most beautiful card kits I've ever made. And I'll when I point the camera down, I'll show you that. I want to go over a few things that were announced today. Oh, before I forget, this is hard to see because, let me see once here if you can see it better. These jewels, I don't have very many. These beautiful in-colored jewels are back in stock. And if you want some of these, I would order them immediately because they will go out again. They're so beautiful. They're some of the prettiest embellishments. And I ordered a bunch as soon as I did. They didn't even announce it that they were back in stock. And same with the bumblebees. Those are back too. So anyway, I wanted to tell you what was on the announcements today. Don't forget about the last chance. Remember, that's the mini catalog that's going away. And we have just a few more weeks of that wonderful catalog. I thought it was one of the best ever. And lots of things are on sale. Lots of dies are on sale. So there might be half price. In fact, I ordered for a customer, I don't know which one it was now. I'm thinking it was maybe the cowboy. The die is half price and the stamp is still available. So it's actually cheaper than the bundle that's in the catalog. So if you split it up, it'll even be cheaper. Not normally, but during this sale. So remember that June 30th, June is a short month, and this quarter ends at the end of June. That means you need to have your $300 quota in sales by June 30th. Now, many of you have far exceeded that, but many of you have not even ordered anything yet. So I would suggest that you get something ordered before June 30th because things will be gone. Let me see what else I have. Oh, there are lots of new kits, and it's sort of hard to find. They're online, and so that's how you get the number. You have to look at Stampin' Up's website. And I think they're geared for the beginner stamper or brand new stampers. They're not geared for someone who stamps a lot. They're not even as advanced as the paper pumpkin. Oh, I want to tell you about the next paper pumpkin. I mean, first of all, the batter up one that's available right now is I think one of the best I've ever seen. I made so many cards and I'm doing more with it. It's very fun. I still have a couple of those kits left, but next month I have increased my order because this one's going to be the Expressions in Color with 2 ink spots. This is like just that gorgeous paper that we have in the catalog with the gold running through it. That's on back order until the end of June. Everything in that suite is on back order. But so the paper pumpkin will coordinate with that. So, and then let's see. Oh, this was exciting. Today they posted sort of a timeline. There are 14 days until we can see the new catalog online. This is the virtual catalog. So on June 22nd, there's a countdown table, and it's the new catalog for July to December, plus Celebration. So, and then on July 1st, we as demonstrators can pre-order. So July 1st, pre-order from the mini and from Celebration. So that's pretty fun. And those are all of the announcements, quite a few announcements for today. And today I'm going to be working out of the Inspired Thoughts. I didn't even pull it out of my catalog. And the dies with the canopy of trees. It's called Inspiring Canopy Dies, and the stamp is called Inspired Thoughts. And it has Christmas, thank you, congratulations, get well, healing, thinking of you on your special day, a couple Christmas, sympathy, which I've used a lot, and just a really nice celebration one too. So this is a bundle in the catalog, and it's not really shown very well, but boy, I have loved it. Just loved it, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. So let's turn the camera down again. Happy birthday to Carla today, and we like to let our team friends know when we have birthdays. So I'm going to switch you down now, folks. There we go. Oops, I think you're looking at the ceiling. There we go. Okay, these are a couple of my cards that are coming up in my class. This my kit class to go. I'll tell you what, this is my succulent one. Oh my goodness. Love these colors. This one is a fun fold like this. It opens like this, and then it tucks behind. It can tuck behind this. That's one of the fun folds. This is another one of the fun folds in this class. I don't know if you haven't played with this. This is a great kit. It includes half a package, a DSP, and an embellishment. So that's what's coming up. That's for Saturday. I have, I think, 3 of those kits still left over. And today we are going to be doing, we're going to be using the Beauty of the Earth paper. And, you know, quite honestly, like last night, my husband said, I need a get well card. One of the ladies, the accountant at work, just had surgery. And he said, like, I need it right now. Can you go up and make one? Well, I do have some get well cards made up. In fact, one that I had for today to show you. But, and I gave it to him. But I literally, a week and a half ago, I had no sympathy cards at all. I send them out as fast as I make them. This is the paper, Beauty of the Earth, that we're going to be using. And so anyway, that's why I decided to make lots of sympathy and get well cards. This was a swap that I got in Hawaii, and it was made by Terry Gaines. She is a $1 million achiever, and I just thought this was so beautiful. I just love this idea. And so I'm sort of casing it. And you can see these little hills, and it opens up like this. And this is the one that I made. So this is the one we're going to make today with Heartfelt Sympathy, like this. And I'm in love with this paper. So this paper, here's another one, I Believe in You. Just a nice, this was a swap card, K. Cogbill. But again, very simple card, but that paper just is magnificent. So I'm going to show you how to make this today. The dies are so fabulous, even if you didn't buy the stamps, although the stamps are so useful, you can use them for so many occasions. These are the dies, and it's got these, this whole tree is like this, and it cuts out so easily. This is the slopey part. You can switch it around. I love those. This is like a sun or a moon, and these are all like treetops. And in the second card, I'm going to show you how to use those. But so this is how this card is made. It is worth every penny of it. Okay, let's see. Let's get our envelope and of cards pieces. And here's the envelope I made to match that. I tried to wear sort of a misty moonlight color because that's the color of our cardstock today. And so anyway, that's what I did. Okay, this is, these are the pieces. So we're starting with a base. And looks like I didn't. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I did 2 cards. It's 4 inches, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now that's a little slightly different. That's the size of a finished card. That's what our cards sizes are when they're finished. And it's just 1 layer. And then we take that off and we put our mat on. And this is the other side. It's got the trees. And it's our normal size, 4 by 5 1/4. You can take screenshots. And I'm going to put that on like that. I'm going to get my silicone mat out. Okay, and then, this is sort of cool. So this is the piece that I had never made one of these before, but I took a piece. I just sort of looked at this other green card and just sort of tried playing around with different methods. And so this piece is going to get glued onto the bottom. But first I have to cut it. And that's what I cut. And I'm not going to do that in front of you right now because it just, but you would see I can just die cut it like that. You want to leave enough space to have a message. So I die cut that. I started with 2 inches wide by 2 inches by 11.5, and I scored it at 5.5, just like a normal card would get scored. And then we have this piece like this. Okay, and now I'm going to bring in my trees. We're going to set this aside for a moment, bring in my tree. And what I want to do is I started with some more paper, some designer paper. This is motley look, and this is the wood grain. I took a piece that was 1 1/4 inches wide, and I don't know, I think it's probably longer. Yeah, it's longer, and I just use that same die again, and that's going to go over there like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my reading glasses on first, though, because my eyes seem to be, my reading part is getting a little worse. I'm going to put some Tombow glue on the bottom like this, just a little bit right here, and that's about all we need. And then I'm going to lay this down on here like that. And then this piece is going to go over that. So I'm going to just move that aside and run the tape runner. And it's really quite easy. Put it along the bottom. Or maybe I won't put it because I put those trees down. There's a little wiggle room. Whoops. I think maybe I didn't use, I'll put it a little lower. There we go. And then we'll put this on like that. And anytime you have, if you cut something longer, you can always trim it off like this. And I like to really trim it from the back. Just like this. Always trim from the back. You'll get a straighter cut that way. And then, let's see. This is, see, there we have it opened up, and then that's all sort of hidden. And now I'm going to just put some adhesive, lots of adhesive on the back of this. And I'm going to put it right on the bottom of that. And do you see how simple that is? And there we have it. Now, maybe this card, these trees should have been over just slightly because now we've got something hanging off the edge, but it's all right. So it won't make a difference today. Now let's do some stamping. And we've got some little tags here. And let's see, I've got a stitched one. The stitched one's going to be on the inside. And like that. And we're going to bring our stamps in here. Get this adjusted. And I'm going to do another sympathy because I just can't seem to have enough of them, unfortunately. I'm going to take my brown, my espresso, and I want to flag this end, so I'm going to stamp right there. Okay, and I'll get that cleaned off. And then I love this sentiment for the inside. It's called "Sheltering You with Love at a Time When Words Fall Short." It's so often it is tricky to find the right words to say to someone after someone passes away. Let's see if I can get that on there. There we go. And that is all the stamping. I'm going to do something on the back. I'm going to stamp my little logo, the Stampin' Up! Angel Policy logo. Put that on the back, and that'll be good. I'm trying to remember to do that more. Okay, we'll close up that ink so we don't get any spots in there. And let's see, once we're going to, with Heartfelt Sympathy, we could, let's see, once if we can make this work. I'm not sure, my hand is going to sleep. I think I'm going to do it by this way. I'm going to cut this down just a little bit more. I'm going to go up the middle. You can use that tag thing, but I didn't cut it really long enough to do that. But you cut down the middle, and then you go in from each side like that, and you've got a little tag. And I'm going to glue that down on the front. I'll put it right here by the edge. And on the inside, we will put this, sheltering you with love at a time when words fall short. And then I think, let's see, once if I put something on the back. Oh, I did. I put another piece of white on the back to write on if you want. But like on this card that Terry Gaines made, she just did an extra piece right there. So that's not very much room to write, but that's okay. Sometimes that's helpful not to have to write too much. But I think it says it all. That sentiment says it all. And here's the matching envelope for that. Let's put a gem on there. And let's see, once here. And get these out. I think we'll put one of these champagne ones. Right. Go put it right there. And wasn't that easy? I mean, it's pretty easy for a fun fold, I think. There we go. Which one do you like better? The green. This one, I think that's really pretty. Good, but I love this paper in the background. I just think it's such a smoky look and nice with the envelope. Alrighty, and let's go on to the next card. I think I'm going to take my brace off though, and I'm going to show you a few more cards, and you can be looking or snapping pictures. I'm going to change my wristband because my hand is really going numb with this other one on. I was trying to do something less without the bigger brace, but anyway, I need to call the surgeon and schedule either, I don't know if he'll give me another injection because I've had two, but either that or he said surgery next time, so carpal tunnel. This one is a congratulations, again, the stamp set from that. This one is sending healing thoughts your way, and I just love this. These treetops are just addictive. These, I saw Joey Hartman, a friend of mine, sponging on one of her videos, and she lives in Nebraska, and we hung around with them, she and her husband, quite a bit in Hawaii. Anyway, this is cased from her. Very easy card. Just sponged with the sponges and then stamped. It's a little tricky because you're sponging, then adding the trees, and then stamping to get in the right spot. Oh my goodness, that's a little nerve-wracking. And then the inside, let's see, what did I put on the inside? Just the words. Sheltering you with love. So that's that one. Now, let's go to the next one. And we are using the same papers. So we're going to use, oh no, we're not using Beauty of the Earth. We're not using that this time. We're using In Good Taste. And so these are the ones that we had last year. The wood grained, which I have used a ton of. I think we're using this one today because I don't have any more of the darker one. Anyway, that's what we're using today. In Good Taste. So I was so stamping up rarely carries over designer paper, but they did this time. So that's the card we're going to make, and let's bring in our pieces. Get things out of the envelope, and try to remember to decorate that envelope at the end. We can do either a sympathy, and this one I just use that oval punch and cut it in half and split it like that for the sympathy. And let's see what's now. Let's bring in our pieces, so get your phones ready if you want to take a picture. we've got some little treetop pieces cut out, die cut. We've got a label. This is from Hippo Happiness. And then we have, I cut another set of trees like this. This is all out of espresso. And then we have some labels that we're going to cut. And it looks like I don't have the right size labels, but we'll see here what I have, what we can come up with. Oh, there it is. I see it. Yep. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see if we can. These are the pieces that we have. The card is 5.5 by 8.5 for the base, and I scored it at 4 1/4. And the inside is 3 3/4 by 5. And the wood grain that goes on top, it's a lighter version than this one, but it'll be just this. You'll have to make a decision which you like better, the dark or the light. This one is 4 by 5 1/4, just a basic 1/4 inch down from our normal mats. So we are going to, let's just put those together so that we can get those out of the way. And we'll stamp on, we're going to stamp, we're going to put adhesive on. This is the stamping seal. I am loving our adhesives. I hope that you are trying them and enjoying them too. Then our inside is going to go like this. I pick up the seal because it's a little bit more forgiving, so that's the one I use the most. But I love the Seal Plus. This is the really fast use. It's very, very sturdy. And you pull up like this. Pull up, down, and you just need a tiny bit and it sticks super tight. But it's not forgiving. So if you like something that's more forgiving, don't use it. Use the seal because that one you can take up. Okay, let's get these little sticky things out of our way. There's the bones of our card. And now I want to show you what I did. I love this because this is why you can make so many cards. You can take, the dies work very well. Things just fall right out. It's slick as butter. I really like our new machine. I'm just going to cut this right in, not quite in half, but I'm going to get 2 cards out of this now. So what I'm going to do is take this piece and just going to lay it down there to show you. And so I could put it on like that, or I could use this one. I think we're going to use the smaller one this time. I'd maybe cut the other one down. But do you see how I'm just going to line that cut edge up with the, and I think on this card, I think I used soft suede and this one is espresso. Anyway, it won't make any difference. So I'm going to put this down. We won't need to do the bottom. So I'm doing a little bit of Tombow here. And I just sort of tap, tap, tap. We don't need very much of this. We're going to use, okay, but I don't like to touch it with my fingers, so because it makes a mess when I am doing a video and I can't wipe my hands very well. So, okay, I'm going to just put it along the edge there, like that. And then we will, again, give this a little trim, like that. And there's our basis, and I don't know where my twine is. Let's see if I have some twine. I do love, oh, here it is. I love this new package of all these colors of twine. This one's a little darker than the linen twine we would normally have. I'm just going to wrap it around a couple times, like this. And I got glue dots that are spilling all over the floor. Tie this in a, oops, I'm losing I don't have much feeling in my left hand, and I can't feel what's happening, sort of. It's a little tricky. I'm going to put a finger there and tie a knot, and then a bow. pull it tighter. Just hold one end and there we go. The bow is a little crooked, but it'll be all right. Let's see, we can mess with that a little bit. Do a little tying. Okay, we'll just set that over there. Now, and that's going to go on our card. Well, we might as well just do that right away. I'm going to take some of my little dish of these big sheets of foam. I love these. Because, you know, I've always used a lot of dimensionals, and now I still use my dimensionals, but I love these. They're so faster because I can just peel off a big piece like that. They don't come off very well, so if you like to move things around, it's not a good idea. But once they're on for sure. Now let's do some. I've got enough of these treetops here for probably 2 cards. So quite honestly, they are so fun. Watch this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in another little piece of paper because it will get messy. I'm going to take my brush, and this is a designated sponge brush. You could use your daubers too, but I'm just going to take, this is old olive, and I'm just going to do a little bit of sponging really quickly on some of these treetops, just to give it a little bit of dimension along the edges. It doesn't make any difference which direction they're turned, but I'm just giving them a little bit of color. I like that. Okay, I think that's plenty. And we'll see how many of those we use. The sponges are on back order, I think, for another 2 weeks. So let's take these away now and get that out of the way so you can see. And this is what we do now. We just are going to, it is very, very fun to make these, quite honestly. It is. So the shapes, I don't know, I've not seen any videos really on this. It's sort of like the shape of the tree, I think. And so, do you see how these, if any of you had the hydrangeas, that set had these two that poke up like this. And you can actually get those in. It's sort of tedious, but you can get those all lifted up. So they're a little bit like that. And you can do that after you get them all on too. But we're going to put them on with our Tombow green glue, which seems to be not coming out at the moment. But there we go. Okay, let's put this on the treetop like that. And then we'll put another one on. You just sort of keep playing. You can add as little or as many as you want. And I'm going to put one sort of like over there, so it overlaps the other one a little bit. This one's going to go on right there. We're going to put another one. We really need probably one more bigger one, but let's see. Okay, like this. We actually need another one. Let's see, let's come in here. That should do it. Let's get some ink on there real fast, and it doesn't have too much ink on it, but it'll be all right. So these are there are all these dies, and I just really have had fun with them. Here we go with like that. You want some of the branches to poke through, and then you could take your tweezers or your poker or something and lift up these little cut pieces. But I'd let it all dry first, and then I would do that, because once that Tombow dries, it's nice and tight. So there's that, and I still have enough left over for another tree. And now let's come in and do our stamping. We're going to we're going to make this one a Healing Thoughts, more of a get well. I actually had to pull out a really old stamp, wooden stamp from way back from the old cases last night. Terry wanted this sympathy. When they get well, I had several, but I didn't have the inside. So, and anyway, sending healing thoughts your way, and that one has a little bit of a mark on it. Let me see if I have any more of those, and I don't. So we will have to go with it. That'll be okay, I guess. What do we have there? We'll just use it, and somehow we'll do something else maybe. No, I think we're gonna. Oh, that one has a Sheltering You with Love, a Time When Words. Maybe we'll just do that because I don't have any. I think we'll just use it as that one looks better. I don't like the. Don't like having that little ink mark, and that's sort of hard to fix. So we'll just put a couple dimensionals on here and peel those off. When you're doing this, put your hands really close to the bottom to peel them off. And then you can just take that little pile and put them in the wastebasket. They're not all over your floor that way. So this will be good. This will work out. I always need more. Sheltering You with Love, at a Time When Words Fall Short. And then we're going to do the sympathy on the inside with Heartfelt Sympathy. Like that. And then our card is finished except for the jewels. And I think we'll just add something really subtle, and that would be these, they're called Genial Gems. Oh, I've really used quite a few already. I'm just going to put those, take your pick tool. Oops. Yesterday I ordered a couple more take your pick tools. I never have enough of them. They just sort of disappear. I don't know what happens to them. But I love them. And, we also have the end that you can put on for that's what happens to some of mine too, is you take the end off for the brush. I use the piercing one a lot, and I use this a lot. And whenever it runs, I'll just tap it a little bit more, and the putty will come out. But it works so well. And those are the Genial Gems, and there we have it. Exactly like the first one, pretty much. I want to just change it up, but sorry, I didn't stamp very well. Okay, which do you like better, the light or the dark? Oh, Jan, I'm glad you're watching. And Jan, you were a drawn winner for, I sent you an email last night with a picture of the stamps to choose from. So please choose one of those. Anyway, and I haven't come up with a new challenge yet, but I will in a day or two. Anyway, this is the light, this is the dark. Which do you like better of the two? And this one probably has a few more tree things, leaves on it. You could put them on like that. You can really add a lot more. Oops, it looks like we need to have some over there to hide this part, like that. And I'll add those after we finish. So, you like the dark, Carolyn? Who else? What else do you like? Which one do you like better? Let's do our envelope, and then we'll be all finished with our set. Let's take, put those aside, and we need our envelope like this. And this is what I do very quickly. Take my tape runner. I always make sure my mat's underneath. I run a few strips of the adhesive down like that. And this is a bigger piece than I need, but that's just the way it is. So I just pulled it out, and then like that. And take my old scissors I have. So I've seen a lot of cars using this motley look, but I'm not really, I actually liked it out of cardstock better. So there we go. And here we have our envelope and our matching cards, like that. And now that was pretty fast. I'm going to turn this back. So close your eyes. Let's go back this way. And it's so funny because I didn't do a video last week. It's so funny because you sort of lose that little bit of that confidence. Oh, I'm glad you like this, girls. Anyway, so back to the announcements today. Make sure you go and read those in our Stamping Up updates. And I hope that you will enjoy some of these inspiring canopy dies and the inspired thoughts. So anyway, thank you so much. Happy birthday, Carla. And so glad the rest of you joined us today. And we will see you next week for another Facebook Live. Stay healthy and have a good week. Bye.